so surreal to be an unknown kid with a record deal. One of life's roller coasters, I'm gonna scream, singing my own songs, my only dream. Gotta work my way up, be whoever I like. If I only knew my future was so bright. Travel around the world and see.
And good evening, everyone.
Good morning.
I'll get up. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Talking with Demons with myself, the heavy metal pirate boy Payne, and of course, the gorgeous Grecian goddess, Ina. And we've now got it. So normally what should happen is Danny should come on after we introduce her. Apologies, Danny.
You're all good.
But it's fine, it's all good. Anyway, before we get into the show, how is everybody?
Very good. Very good.
Ina, how have you been this week? And I know you passed your exam this week.
Yes, I did. I got 100% on my exams.
Was there any
Yay.
doubt? Was there any doubt? No, of course not.
Nope.
Of course
Nope.
not. However, what is today? Because I know you want to tell everybody what the day is.
Yeah. Today is International Beer Day.
That's great. However, Wednesday and Thursday this week, I did spend a lot of time drinking. End of close
And
down.
I'm drinking right now. Of course, it's sour cherry juice, but it's the same.
Not beer, but yeah, that's fine. Anyway, we're a little bit different today. We've got an amazing artist right down the bottom there. It's kind of... We're put off because normally, you'd come in and we'd do big talk about the band. However, we do have Danny from the amazing As Paradise Falls, and it's currently 7 o'clock in the morning in Australia. So I want to say hello to everyone that's watching in Australia right now. I am a Pom, so they'll know what we're talking about. But equally, Danny's here at 7 o'clock in the morning in Australia. Midnight for Ina in Greece. Well, no one cares about me.
That's
Pure
true.
dedication. Pure dedication.
Anyway, welcome to the show, Danny. It's an absolute pleasure to have you on. And the format of the show is pretty simple. We'll ask you questions, you'll tell us, and we'll get a little bit out of you. Happy with that?
Yeah, happy days. Let's make it happen.
And of course, if swearing happens, that's fine too.
Oh, thank fuck for that.
Happy days. So, Danny, tell us about yourself, mate.
Well, quite entertainment, as you can tell. Nah, I'm actually a Pom myself. Come from Manchester, the UK. Moved up here when I was 16. Don't know why I'm looking at the date, but yeah, 16. Quite a long time ago now, actually.
And you're Danny, and you do what in the band?
Well, I don't do much, but I try and play guitar.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. And it's A for effort.
I'm going to give you an A for an effort because, As Paradise Falls overall is classed as what, a deathcore metalcore act, which is where it sits in my heart, and I'm happy to listen to that because I love that kind of music. Now, for Australia, there's not many deathcore metalcore acts that have come out, and now you guys, correct me if I'm wrong, you've been a band since what, around 2010?
Yeah, around that time. Yeah, and then it's been on and off since then. Yeah, but we're back on. That's cool.
Yeah, so give us a little brief history of the band. Tell us about yourself.
Well, it originally started with me and Ravi, who's our current vocalist. After high school, I think it was, is when we got together, and then started jamming, playing, and that sort of stuff. And then ever since then, just cracked on, got into it. Yeah, we've done one album. How many EPs? I'm not talking to myself. There's a photo on my wall of the EPs. It's like 1, 2, 3. We're doing 3 EPs and 1 album. 3 EPs, including the one we're bringing out soon.
Awesome.
Nice.
So busy.
And you're a power duo.
Yeah, we are. We are indeed.
But you have a band with you on gigs.
Yes. Yeah.
Of course.
when we do
It could be just the two of you, but I guess it will be like an acoustic duo.
Yeah, well, I prefer rap stars, but you know, acoustic duo is fine as well.
So how come it's just the two of you? How come you're not like a full band, like 5 members?
Well, over the years we've had the 5 members and all that sort of stuff, and then due to life situations, you know, people grow, people move on, all that sort of stuff. So moving forward, I've always been the songwriter, and obviously not lyrics because that would be terrible. But you know, every now and again I have one lyric and it's pretty good. I won't be taking any credit, but you know, just saying. Yeah, all of them.
Just the one lyric.
Yeah, just the one. Like and or the
It. Yeah.
it. You know,
The title, just
the title. I've done a title before. That was pretty good.
I mean,
One
to be
word.
fair though, you're from Manchester, so we don't expect a lot of English out of you.
Yeah, nah, ain't getting much. Especially when it comes to reading and writing. Yeah. So I've always been the main songwriter, and you know, Robbie's lyrics and vocals. So when it comes to that sort of stuff, producing music just flows with the two of us. So we figured we'll just get friends in to fill in, or any session people to fill in for shows and all that sort of stuff, and then we can crack on with the band as we do.
yeah. How has COVID affected you?
I did get COVID, and I survived.
Not you personally, the band.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, it stopped us because we were supposed to play a show when it all kicked off. Just after it all kicked off, well, after we released Bleed for the Crown, and then we cancelled all our plans to play any shows and do like our little comeback thing because we were quiet there for a while. Then we went in and recorded instead, and then we released Bleed for the Crown. That was kind of mid-COVID, and then I think it was 8 months later we were going to do a release show for Bleed for the Crown, which is pretty funny because it's 8 months after the release, but due to COVID, that's the way it was, and we had everything lined up, and then we ended up pulling the plug because COVID happened again. That whole thing where it kicked back up, so then it stopped people gathering and mingling and stuff like that. Yeah, and that cooked us. But then we just turned around and said, let's record instead. So that's what we did, because we have the ability to do it here. Like, I record most of the stuff. I've got a friend's studio down the road, records the other bunch of stuff. I had a friend help out write drums. Mitch from Alpha Wolf, the drummer. He's fucking insane, like really good. So that was good. He helped out there, and yeah, we just decided to record instead. So it did affect us. It was a bit of a fuck around, but it is what it is. You can only control what you can control. So you can still write music, can't you? You can still release music. So we did.
And you have. Now, the band as Paradise Falls, you know, you've been together since 2010, on and off. You've got quite a storied history with the bands. Peaks and troughs. However, I just want to touch on the fact that, you know, you guys were supporting bands such as Miss May I, you know, which are one of probably the most well-known deathcore metalcore acts out there. How was that for you? Because I mean, that was quite a big jump. You hit 2010, you released EP, and then you pretty much went straight on tour around Australia as well. I mean, that must have been absolutely amazing.
Yeah. Touring Australia is hard as fuck because it's a very big place and there's fucking no people here, pretty much. So when you tour in Australia, you've got basically, you know, your capital cities, and everything in between is very, very difficult logistically and financially to sort of do. So when you're dabbling around Australia, you want to do a quick run sort of thing. So we did that a few times, and every Aussie band will tell you how difficult it is to do that sort of stuff. And then, I remember supporting Miss May I. That was fucking sick. They were really good. And it was on a Tuesday night, I believe, which in Australia is nuts because no one plays during the week because you're not going to get the people out. Like, it's just not the way it works. But yeah, they came and it was an awesome show. Really, really good. Really good.
Excellent. We have a question from our viewers. Actually, Luna is asking, what is your favorite show you have done?
easy. We ended up going to Bangkok and playing with Suicide Silence.
Man, that must have been absolutely amazing.
Yeah, that was insane, that show.
Yeah,
Able to hang out with the Suicide Silence fellas for a bit as well and pick their ear, and they were really nice guys. Like they're like my band, like one of my favorite bands of all time. So be able to play with them and then actually have a couple of beers with them, chat to them, it's fucking insane. And the show was amazing. Like if anyone ever gets the chance to go to Asia and play, gotta go. The fans are unreal.
So, well, I think it's time for us to play our first video so that our viewers can listen to your music for the first time. A bit of a taste of your music. So yeah, let's start with Equilibrium, and this is As Paradise Falls. We're hanging out here with Danny and obviously Boy Payne. Let's do it. Let's kick it.
Hey, this is Jeff from Westlake, and you're watching Talking with Demons.
This is Crystal of Anoxia, and you're listening to Inner Demon Radio. Crank it up.
And that was just a taster.
Oh man, I've not watched that video in ages.
That's a great video and it's a great track. And I just want to say hello to everybody that's in chat right now. We've got Dan, we've got Kevin, we've got Luna. There's probably loads more people as well. So apologies. Yeah, we're a little bit thrown off today because things have changed a little bit. Craziness. However, that track, absolute blinder. It's off your Save Yourself EP as well, which is another good thing. Now, moving on slightly, you've released digital... bit of a tongue twister.
Digital Ritual.
That's it, Digital Ritual. I do apologise.
That's right.
And that really did send, as Paradise Falls, pretty much on a rocket stratospherically, did it? I mean, really. I mean, an absolute blinding album as well.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, we tried a lot with that album, tried a lot of different things. I feel, obviously, looking back, I feel like things could have been better, like when it comes to the actual songs, but for the time and what we achieved, I was pretty stoked with it.
Well, if you ask me, you could have easily written the lyrics to this one.
Thank you.
Just saying. You could have.
I actually talked about the instrumental there.
I always give shit to Jace about this genre because most of the time you can't understand every lyric, obviously. So yeah, how bad could it be, Danny? You could have written it.
Exactly. That's what I keep saying. But no one believes me.
How dare you both? You all know that everybody else may hear the screaming, but we hear the meaning.
And by we, he means him.
Yeah.
But there is a meaning behind the song, and I'm willing to learn about it. So tell me, what's the meaning behind Equilibrium?
Jesus, now we're picking. This is a vocalist question. It's been a long time, but a lot of Save Yourself was about mental health and about saving yourself. And ironically, I don't know whether any of you saw the old cartoon TV show Drawn Together.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Save Yourself is a big line from Captain Hero. That's where that came from. So we think it's a little bit funny, but it's also about mental health and the struggles people have with it, pretty much. Yeah.
Excellent. So I have to ask the vocalist about the lyrics. You have no idea whatsoever.
I mean, I wrote them. Definitely, I wrote them.
You did?
Anyone else? Yeah.
Well, he's not here. You can say whatever you want.
Exactly. That's my theory.
Obviously, he didn't care enough to be here, so...
well, that's it. He is pretty old, so I'll just blame him. He's easily 7 months older than me, so that's old as shit.
Yeah. So, how long have you been playing the guitar?
Oh, man, since I was born. I was just born into it. Came out the
Since you were born?
Yeah. It's an honest 100% answer. I think it was like 13, 14 in high school in the UK. And we used to have a little, there was a couple of mates. He was proper into punk rock, like back in the day. And he wanted to make a band. He looked at me and said, "You should play guitar." I was like, "Okay." And then my other friends, "You should play drums." Okay. So we did that, we learned it. And then we used to play a lot of pub gigs and stuff in the UK. I'm not even going to mention our name. No, fuck it, let's do it. We're called Your Last Regret. That's what we were.
So you're self-taught?
To a point, yeah. I went to lessons for the basics, and then afterwards, I did go to a guitar teacher, but we pretty much just learned covers all the time. Like, I want to learn this song. Can you do this for us? All right, cool. And he'd go and do it all. And he'd show us a few things, and then after that, it was just like, yeah, just whatever you see on YouTube.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna ask you a question, and I expect you to look around. How many guitars do you own?
2.
1.
2. Yeah.
You didn't have to look for that. Like 1.
One's on my wall actually. One's outside in the hallway. I got one on the wall, which is one of my first guitars. Then my other guitar was just what I play for Paradise Falls. I'm the worst guitarist in the world. Like I'm not most guitarists have like 300 guitars that laid up against the wall there. But my thing is like, how do you know which one to play? Like, I was like, so I was like, I'll stick with the one or two.
So you're not a true guitarist. You don't smash guitars on your gigs.
Yeah, definitely not.
You don't.
Definitely not.
Why not?
To endorse us and sling me some guitars, I'll give it a go.
That's the best part.
Exactly.
That's what's fun about it.
Yeah, I mean, you'd expect a deathcore, metalcore act to just absolutely tear shit up. And like Ina said, smash guitars up. But you own two, one of your first original ones, and the one that you play for most of the band.
Yeah.
It's great saving money, which is, I'm all about that.
Yeah.
Do you at least throw guitar picks to the crowd? Like,
yeah, I also throw them at the floor when I drop them as well. It's dark. I've got stupid long hair, so I can't see. I have to look like I know what I'm doing for a second, which is a lie. But yeah, they get a few guitar picks.
Plus, I gotta say, about the video we show, 1, 2, 3. We saw Equilibrium. That was an amazing video. It had a lot of effects. And tell me about the videographer.
That bloke's name is David Owen Blackley, and he's currently in the UK, I believe. And he is fantastic, the nicest dude ever, and he killed it with that job. He did amazing. It was one of our first, I think it was our first like proper video, and we learned a lot just working with him, like a lot. And he said something about the special effects there. So we outsourced the special effects, and funnily enough, when we first got the draft back, that fire that you see at the end when everything, all the city's on fire, it looked like a cartoon, like I don't know, like a Disney cartoon. And we're like, what? Why is this so cartoony? And the bloke's like, I thought that's what you wanted. I'm like, no, didn't Deathcore was screaming, like, And then he was like, oh yeah, no worries, and then just press the button and boom, it looked realistic. Like, oh, cool.
Oh, so you actually had to blow shit up.
Yeah, we blew all of it. It was 100% real.
Love blowing shit up.
Speaking of blowing shit up, the actor in that video, his name's Brian Hance. He's I think it was this year or last year. He's in a movie called Danger Close, just come out on Netflix and everything, like a war movie.
Oh,
war movie.
Go and watch it.
Yeah, go and watch it. So if you want to be in an APF video, you are gonna be famous one day. I'm not saying like we are the reason he got that movie, but
we are.
I think we are, yeah. And it's with the bloke from Vikings, the Ragnar Lothbrok. So I'm like,
that's what we love here. Shameless plug.
Yeah,
exactly.
Take the credit.
Yeah, I mean, so Ryan's got the talent, but we just pushed him there. We just pushed him next level.
You can say whatever you want. He's not here to argue with you, so you can say whatever you want.
Exactly. He could have been here. He could have been, but
And if
he
you're
didn't
watching,
care enough to be here.
Yeah. If you're watching, as Paradise Falls, we're your stepping stone.
We made you, Ryan.
So let me ask the most basic question. Why is your name as Paradise Falls?
That is a basic question that I cannot answer. No, it's actually due to a game called Dark Souls, I think it is. Robbie's going to kill me if I get this wrong.
Wow, that's old.
I think it's from a Dark Souls game, yeah. And there was something in there called Paradise Falls, I believe. It's not from the movie Up. But I think it was in there.
Someone calling you?
I don't know. I'm seeing a lot of Disney at the minute. I mean, you mentioned The Fire with Disney, and now you're mentioning Up.
I also wear Cinderella dresses on a Thursday afternoon, so unfortunately for you, it's Friday.
I mean, it's man love on a Thursday. Yeah. It's legally allowed. It's the law.
Exactly. That's what I keep saying too.
So as Paradise Falls, who's calling you? What's happening? Are they calling to scold you? To tell you off? They're like, Danny, what the hell are you saying?
Oh.
It's all lies, Danny. What are you doing?
Exactly. This is it. This is the PR representative. What the fuck are you saying?
You can just angry text them right now, like, you didn't care enough to be here, so shush.
Exactly. That's it. She's all.
Ina said so.
I just launched my phone out the window.
Is it time, though, to move on to our next music video? Is it? It is?
Yeah,
Bleed for the Crown. Anyway, you are on Talking with Demons with Boy Payne, myself, and Danny from As Paradise Fall. And what?
Jazz hands.
I'm just doing jazz hands. I don't know
Jazz
why
hands.
I've just done that. I was getting
Anyway, yeah. And this is their next music video for Bleed for the Crown. We'll be right back.
Where Forever May Fall, and you're watching Inner Demon Media.
Turn it on, get a that's moving my way.
this is Ina from Power Noir, and you're listening to Inner Demon Radio. Release your demon in the home of great music.
I mean, wow. One, what a track. Bleed for the Crown is probably one of my favourite tracks in the last couple of years anyway, apart from the next one coming up. However, that video was a sight for the eyes. It was visually stunning. I mean, it was absolute chaos, and it was just fit the and Ravi's vocals, man. Wow.
Yeah, he goes all right. However, I'm going to ruin it all for you because
Don't do it.
Nah, he said that video was cool, but there's one point there where Ravi has a full-on Spice Girls moment. I don't know whether you saw it, but when you look back, he's like that. It's like a stop right now. I just noticed it then when I was looking at it. I was like, perfect. I'm gonna bring this up.
So what he's saying is, Ravi is a Spice Girl.
100%, 100%. Ironically, in our next video, he's wearing a dress, so it all makes sense.
All makes sense.
Again, he's not here to argue with you, so feel free to say whatever you want.
You know, the thing is, he wouldn't even argue about that one.
So what's the not so hidden meaning behind the song?
Bleed for the Crown. This one here, like, I don't know what he was thinking. It was all to do, that was written COVID time. Yeah, that one was written COVID time. It was released 2021, was it?
Yeah.
I can't remember. I don't even know what year.
2021, yeah.
Year we're in 22. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was in the COVID times there. We actually recorded 3 songs, I believe it was, at that time with Bleed for the Crown. So they were a combination of a lot of stuff we was going through then. And then we ended up releasing 1 track and saving the other 2 for this next EP we're doing. Which is pretty
nice.
Pretty cool. So yeah, we had a lot of plans. And then obviously COVID started happening. But yeah, it's all based around that sort of stuff.
But this was a different videographer. I can see the style is different.
Yeah, different videographer, very different time as well. Equilibrium was about 237 years ago, pretty much, if I'm being precise. And yeah, so obviously the technology's come a long way. Put it that way. It's gotten pretty good. And this one was Third Eye Visuals. Ben, he actually was at that Equilibrium video. He was shooting behind the scenes at that Equilibrium video when he was first starting out. And then he's gone on now and he's done tours of Parkway Drive and all that sort of stuff. He's a great videographer. Does great edits, And that was all filmed in a gym.
I mean, in a gym. I mean,
in a yoga room, actually.
In a yoga room.
Yeah.
And with what did you threaten the girl on the video?
We threatened her a lot. Well, we said last video, Ryan became a movie star. Just saying,
Gonna make you a star.
Exactly. Now that's easy voodoo. Like, you check out her Instagram. She is nuts. Like, talent, absolute talent. Crazy looks, and I don't know what photographers she works with, but some good stuff there. And a friend of mine who's a makeup artist, Brooke, she recommended Izzy, and that's how it all came about. Yeah, and Brooke Jabber's makeup. I think she actually just released a cosmetics line, but she did the makeup for that video. Obviously for Izzy, nothing for me because don't need it. Obviously.
Obviously. I didn't recognize you with all the hair. I saw hair flipping and whatnot. I was like, wow, is that Danny?
It's here.
Remain humble, Danny. Remain humble.
It's here somewhere.
But you'll never have a tash like mine.
This is 30 years of pure effort. Look at the state of this. Yeah.
I shaved this off last night.
Yeah, I thought so. I could tell. I can see the regrowth.
But I mean, as a deathcore, metalcore act, because I'm going to kind of put you in both groups because you kind of mix both genres there. I mean, you're up there, in my opinion, with the likes of In Heart's Wake, another amazing band. Parkway Drive, another top quality band, that have been absolutely nailing it. Where do you get your inspiration from?
100% rap.
I was going to say, it's pretty obvious. Jace, why would you ask such a question?
Well, the viewers want to know. I mean, me and you know, that's fine. Danny knows.
I'll be honest.
Straight rap.
the last few years, I've been listening to a shitload of grime. You know grime, UK grime. I listen to a lot of grime. Yeah,
No.
yeah,
You're
100%.
talking to a heavy metal pirate, right? Anything other hard rock and heavy metal, it ain't gonna get into my ears. Now
Just get bleeped out.
I know there's a thing called garage. It's right behind me.
Yeah.
And I know there's a thing called grime. I mean, there are some good quality grime acts, though. I've got to say
Yeah.
that. I wouldn't expect a deathcore metalcore act or artist as yourself to be listening to the likes of grime. But this is why we love doing these shows, because we find out a little bit of who you are.
Yep. Well, obviously it's a mix of everything, but predominantly I've been listening to a lot of grime, a lot of Stormzy, a lot of Dizzy Rascal, a lot of Ocean Wisdom, all that sort of stuff, and then mix that in with the likes of Darko. You know Darko, the new band, Chelsea Grin, Immure.
Yeah.
Immure are a band we've loved since day one. So a lot of that sort of stuff all mixed in. Comes some weird music. Weird combinations, but I know Ravi's a lot of inspiration for Ravi's lyrics writing is Eminem.
Now, before we continue music, we mentioned a little bit about Dizzy Rascal. For those that don't know about Dizzy Rascal, he also works with Tiny Temper, and both of them are quite small people. Now, I want to do a shout out to Luna because she is our dildo drill bit hobbit with hairy feet. And tomorrow night, everybody, on Everyday Magic, she lost a competition last week. Sunday, yeah, that's it, Sunday. She lost a competition last week, and she's got to draw a butt on her head. Just want to remind everybody about that. Sorry.
Put that out there, drop that in the middle.
Yeah. Anyway, back to the music. So, rap and grime is something that I wouldn't assume.
Yeah. I don't know why. It just works. It's like, yeah. And like I'm more of a songwriter than a guitarist. So I'll write a lot of the songs while I'm out at the gym or going out or in the car's a big one. You always get song ideas and stuff like that. And I come home and I actually write a lot of the drums and the bass first, and then pick up the guitar. And I use the guitar as a reference pretty much. So
Danny, you need to give us something. We need the dirt. Tell us what's your guilty pleasure song.
Oh no. We've always liked TikTok by Kesha. Like that's always been a song, but it's so good.
Yes, it is. I'm glad you like it.
Yeah. So that's one, I guess.
You know, it's gonna stay forever on YouTube. This interview, everybody's gonna see.
On YouTube, don't worry.
Yeah, YouTube continue. You two continue talking about pop crap. I'm off.
Yeah, that'll do it.
I don't know why that song's always been a staple in this band. Like it's always come up, or it's like pre-show. It's like driving to a gig or something in a van, and boom, wake up in the morning, and you're like, down for this.
Yeah, exactly. You could do a cover of this.
We could. We'd also butcher it, but we'll do it.
Yeah, that's the point. Jace would listen to it if you did like a deathcore stuff.
I would.
He'd love it.
Yeah, we'd rope him in with some like heavy stuff, and then it'll just cut out, and it'll just be Kesha, just that song. I'll have to listen to it, or she'll think we're coming back in at the end. We're not.
Well,
why not?
Now that you've told me that, and it's definitely now going to stay on YouTube, I'm not going to listen to it out of principle now. You've just ruined my whole expectations of As Paradise Falls. We now know that your guilty pleasure and your road trip song is some sung by a person called Kesha.
And it's fantastic.
Is it though?
Probably not, no. But yeah, it definitely is.
Danny, do you know what time it is?
7:43 a.m.
Exactly. It's the perfect time because I asked the most boring question, how you get the name As Paradise Falls. Now Jace is going to ask you the most uncommon question anyone's ever asked you.
Let's go.
I'm not even ready for this. So
this is a challenge. We've been asked some crazy stuff.
Do it, Jace.
I don't think it's going to be as crazy as this. In fact, this is just going to show the human side of you so we can understand. Now, you'll know, coming from the United Kingdom, I'm just going to give you the question. It's one of the most important questions ever asked. And thank you, Ina, for reminding me. I completely forgot about it. That's how long it's been. Danny, what is your favourite flavour crayon?
Red.
And that actually is the right question. Is the correct answer?
I love you,
What's
Dan.
happening? Let me drink my juice. I'm not talking anymore.
Has to be red, obviously.
Obviously. Now, the other question as well is, at school, did you eat PVA glue? You know when you get it on your fingers?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you had to. Those are the rules.
Yeah,
I went to school in England.
Yeah, exactly. See, I get whinged at by the boss because he's like, why do you keep asking that question? Now, apparently only people in the UK understand this because we're the idiots that start eating crayons because they look tasty.
They look
You eat PVA glue and you sniff Pritt stick.
Yeah. That's growing up. That's education in the UK.
Yeah.
That's why we're also good looking and intelligent.
Yeah, exactly.
With copious
And they still haven't kicked you off Australia.
Well, why would they? It's a convict island.
That's why I'm here.
But anyway,
we messed up with that because Australia is the best. Like
it's a stunning country.
All the people are amazing here. Like well, not all of them. There's a few dicks, obviously, but most people are really, really nice, and it's a great, great place. And I have to say that because people will yell at me. There's like people outside the door with guns, like the Australian government. So I've got to say nice things.
But Australia is a lovely country, and the Gold Coast and Brisbane, it's just an amazing place. The only downside is, like America, everything wants to fucking eat you. Yeah,
that is a large disadvantage.
Yeah, your wolf spiders, your crocodiles, your sharks, spiders, snakes, scorpions, everything.
Magpies.
Yeah, they fuck you up. They swoop.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean like the seagulls in the UK?
They kill people, Jace. They kill people.
I've not heard this.
They are ruthless. They don't give a shit.
Yeah, you'll see people riding around on their bikes and they've got these spikes coming off their helmets. Like, you come over the first time, you think, these fuckers are mental. And then you see the magpies, and no, makes sense.
I genuinely never knew this.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, but I'm in a bubble.
And you have the most creepy animal, for me, in Australia, kangaroos. They're so creepy, they look like it's a person wearing a kangaroo costume. They look you straight in the eye, and it's like it's an actual person wearing a costume. It's really creepy.
Yeah, there's some massive ones that are bigger than people. And I saw them at night, like under the streetlight, and I thought someone was crossing a road when I was driving. Oh shit, that's a kangaroo. I'm English. I need to leave. This will fuck me up.
And they've got some guns on them as well, ain't they? If anyone ever wants to have a look at what a kangaroo's like and how strong they are, they have got some guns. There is no way I'll get in a fight with a kangaroo. Anybody else? Yeah, I'll do it. But a kangaroo, nah, I'm out of there.
Fuck that, run.
Yeah. But then you've also got the koalas who, have got STDs.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're out there and you want to sleep with a furry bear, there are some weird people out there.
Probably not your best choice, that one. There's other furry bears you can go to.
Well, I think they got, chlamydia?
Yeah. Something like that. It's it's a good one. I don't know how
I heard the koala's breath smells actually like shit. And that's why they eat eucalyptus all the time.
Ah.
I mean,
fun fact. I don't know. That wasn't on the citizenship test.
The question I've got to ask, though, is who's going around sniffing koala bear's breath?
You don't have to...
Yeah, that's what they sound like, too.
Thanks, boss. We needed that. It's been a long time.
Yeah, it was getting far too serious for a second.
Yeah.
Way too serious.
Of course. Yeah.
From grime to koala bears.
Yeah.
should we like circle back to our original subject?
Yeah.
Tell us about your future plans.
Well, one day I would like to get married.
Oh, really?
Nah, nope. Future plans. What day is it? 6th of August. On the what's the date? In a week. In about a week. New
In a
song
week.
comes- new song comes- and it's off
Do
of
tell.
our next EP. And our EP is out next month. I haven't really been vocal about it, so there you go.
Excellent. Any gigs coming up?
Maybe towards the end of the year. It's busy right now.
Maybe.
It's busy because of COVID. It's like everyone's tours and gigs has been pushed all into this year. So like there's not many venues in Brisbane and shit's getting booked up real quick. So hopefully towards the end of the year.
In fact, correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, Australia's probably been one of the tightest with regards to COVID as well.
It was, yeah. All gone now. All gone. There's nothing that I can think of. I think Western Australia was a bit strict there for a while, and I don't know what they're on still. But every other state, it's business as usual pretty much. And you can come and go. I still think you need to be vaccinated to come to Australia. I think. But yeah, I'm not sure about that. But other than that, when you're here, good to go.
I want to go. I want to go to Melbourne.
Make it happen.
My favorite band is there. I need to be there.
Your favorite band in Melbourne?
She's
The Veronicas.
That's
Did
fair.
you say something? I heard. It's funny.
That's fair. That's fair.
It's not funny. I like the Veronicas. Don't fight me.
At least one person does. That's the main thing.
That's what I like about them, that I'm the only one who likes them. I feel so special. If everybody started liking them, I would stop.
I actually saw them, I think it was a couple of years ago at a festival.
were they any good?
If you're into that, they'd be good. It was just very strange. It was a lot of heavy bands then. I was like, oh, this is weird. I'm going to get more beers. Fair enough.
That's why I like them, though.
They're entangled with the heavy metal community. You get them occasional pop bands, and most people in the heavy music industry like them as well. I don't know why.
But they are an electro-pop band.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I've never heard of them until Ina.
It's exactly what you'd expect from an electro-pop band. Anyways, we're not talking about the Veronicas now.
No, we're not. That's Paradise.
You're not worthy.
Exactly. Maybe if
Anyway.
you're in our music video, you'd get that fame you need, but right now, that was...
Okay, let's talk about us for a minute, because once we sign off, we're never coming back. Never, ever. That's it. Finito. So we should talk about... I'm sorry, was that too aggressive?
Yeah, that was.
Go on.
I'm sorry, Danny. Let's let's take it from the top. Danny talked to us about bats,
Yes.
not
It's
the
about-
animal.
It's not actually about bats. I've had someone say, oh, maybe someone went real deep. I think it was in a comment or something. They're like, oh, this was released during COVID. This must be about the pandemic. Da, da, da. I was like, it's not actually. Just
What
reminded
is
us
it
of-
about?
So that's why we called it bats. Now, it was actually called Burn at the Stake when we first decided to release it as the first single, and then we changed it to Bats. Why? Oh, because of the artwork. We got the artwork back, and it had bats like that, and Burn at the Stake real small, and I'm like, that looks way cooler, and it reminds me of Batman, so we should call it Bats.
Ah.
So we did. But that's actually about cancel culture, that song. It was real deep. We went real deep one night into it. We're like, well, technically speaking, the original cancel culture was witches back in the day, They're all getting burnt at the stake. That's how we came up with the name of the song and all that sort of stuff. And so technically speaking, that was cancel culture because, obviously they weren't witches. They were just women and people didn't like them for some reason. So we got real deep into it one night. But pretty much it's about cancel culture, and it's in certain circumstances, you can get quite extreme.
I just guessed you came up with bats.
Well, you're right. That was my input. I mean, that was Ravi's input. Everything else that made sense was me.
Got ya.
This is what happens when you're the only one here. You can say what you want, and you know.
And then the repercussions will come later.
There's none. I mean, maybe later, but we'll figure that out on the day.
It's my ball, and I'm going home.
Exactly.
So tell us a bit about this music video we're gonna see. Is it a music video? Is it a lyric video? What is it?
It's a full-on music video. This one. I actually got the cut back a few days ago. Looking at the date again. A few days ago, I got the final back, and it's a bit mental. So it's kind of a little bit of a play on a lot of bands and their music videos are quite stale. Pretty much like Play for the Crown. Just a bit generic. So we've gone the opposite, and we've really leaned into our Eminem influence, put it that way. You know, Ali G.
Ali G.
Ali G. There's Ali G scenes. That's what you need to know. But the song, and it works so well because the song is very, very heavy. It's very heavy.
Is it heavy though?
It's heavy.
Is it heavy enough?
It's like the Veronicas.
Is it heavier than Ali G and his rapping, man?
You'll see.
Oh,
you'll see. You'll enjoy it. Yeah.
And is this a different videographer than the different videographer?
Yes.
It's a third one. You actually know 3 people who were willing to help you. That's amazing.
We tell everyone you know us. Tell us we are friends. Now, this fella's name is Breeder. He's like an up and comer videographer from Gold Coast, actually. He's very, very good, very good. It was awesome to work with him. It was really good. And it was all shot in one day, and then half of it was run and gun, so it was like basically around Brisbane City, and there was not much planned, put it that way. And we said we're gonna go on the fly, we'll make shit happen.
And after you, he's gonna be famous now.
That's what I keep telling everyone. Everyone. Yeah. Now this video is going to be very different, and I believe Bats was a great first single off the EP because it's rather short. It was made as an intro track. It was made as a track 1, and I feel like that was the one we had to do first. This one is a longer track, and it has a bit of everything in it. There's a bit of riffy. There's a bit of, and then there's a bit of, so.
I can just hear it. I can picture it.
Hold it.
Magic.
Yeah. And a bit of,
It's got a Disney vibe already, so that that's 3 times we've hit Disney now.
Exactly. Like I said, Robbie is wearing a dress in this video.
Oh
wow.
So looking forward to that.
Yeah.
I'm intrigued.
Yeah. I think he's leaning into his Rammstein influence or something.
Makes sense.
Finally, a quote from a heavy band rather than Veronica's Spice Girls Orchestra. I feel like they're getting more promo out of this than me.
You started it.
No. I did, yeah. I'm good at this.
Anyway, before we sign off, is there anything you want to shamelessly plug? Where can people find you? Where can they buy merch and such?
Let's go to www.theveronicas.com and you can go to asparadisefalls.net. There's a few merchy items there. We got a new song coming out next Friday. Like if you want to support any of the bands these days, go to their their Spotify or whatever you use. Go to their thing, follow them, share that sort of stuff. Pre-save helps out heaps going into it because it's such a saturated market these days, especially with everyone releasing. It's really hard to get it out there. You like it, share it. That's what I'd say. But yeah, next Friday, new song. She's gonna be fun. And then next month is EP.
You'll hear more about that,
yeah, I just can't remember it.
So sometime in September, the new EP is dropping from As Paradise.
I feel like it's the 24th, but I could be wrong.
But we've got a new EP coming, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, 100%. It's called Madness Medicine. The EP.
Well, that was a great morning, I'm gonna say, for you. That was a great morning for you, evening for us, midnight actually for me. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. It was a blast. And Jace, were you gonna say something?
No.
I thought I talked over you.
No, I wasn't going to say anything. I was
Anyway,
what you were saying.
I thought I talked over you. Anyways, thank you everybody for tuning in. This was Talking with Demons with As Paradise Falls. We're talking with Danny, and we're gonna sign off watching Bats, the latest release, the music video. So thank you once again, Danny, for being with us. Thank you so much. Make everyone watch this interview on YouTube later. Everyone.
Do it.
Including all the names you said that you're gonna make famous after you, and the people who were not here with us because they didn't care enough and all that. Make sure they know we said that.
Well, it's on the internet now. But I'll give Veronica a text message after this and let them know.
But we love you, rapping.
Everybody, stalk them on social media as Paradise Falls. Go stalk them. Thank you, Danny, once again. Thank you, everybody. Have a great night. This was Talking with Demons. This was Jace. This was me, the Greek sensation. And as Paradise Falls, Bats.
It's neck and down approved.